Welcome, mighty historian, to the field of honor. Before we engage CollegeBoard in glorious battle, you must have a means of defeating them, like my mighty Mjolnir. Come, let us go to the arsenal to construct your thesis.
Just like Thor's hammer Mjolnir, your thesis serves as both a means of defeating your adversary, which is CollegeBoard in this case, and also helps you get to where you need to go. There are 3 strategies that you can use in wielding your thesis just as well as Thor wields Mjolnir. Strategy 1. The big event. History is full of powerful moments that completely change the course of human events. The purpose of this strategy is to capture that power. To prove that power, you need to find an event which is strongly related to a political, economic, religious, social, innovative, or artistic factor. Then, you emphasize that event's importance by explaining how the power of that Persia factor impacted other Persia factors in the time period. To guarantee your thesis point, you need to organize your Persia factors from most important to least important while explaining why they're in that order. So for our big event approach for a thesis, it would look something like this. From 1763 to 1776, the most important factor for impacting British relations with her colonies was in economic trends, because they directly shaped social factors due to the fact that new policies like the Stamp and Tea Acts caused violent protests from the colonists. Finally, these economic and social factors influenced political factors, because these movements eventually resulted in the severing of ties between Britain and her American colonies.
While the big event approach might be a mighty blow against CollegeBoard, you may find after 3 hours of test taking you do not have the strength. Fear not, warrior. Here is another strategy to help you.
Strategy 2. The strong structure approach. In this strategy, you are explaining the differences in how power is distributed between one Persia factor and the other 2. This distribution of power is what makes these events happen. So for our strong structure approach, here's how it would break down. From 1763 to 1776, the most important factor for impacting the British relationship with her colonies was in political trends, because they influence economic factors due to the fact that differing opinions on representation caused the questioning of the legality of new taxes like the Stamp and Tea Acts. Finally, political factors shape social factors because the dramatically changing political landscape opened the opportunity for women to advocate for equal rights.
Many times on the battlefield, it is not strength or flexibility that earns victory, but perseverance. With that said, this third strategy may be exactly what you need to achieve victory on a thesis.
So for our slow but steady approach, here's how you would make a thesis. From 1763 to 1776, the most important factor for impacting British relations with her colonies was in social trends, because they influence economic factors due to the fact that the perceived second-class status of colonists of both genders caused disagreements over how the new taxes would be implemented. Finally, these economic and social factors directly shaped political factors because frustration about the second-class status of colonists and new taxes resulted in all political ties being broken with England.
The power of Mjolnirs is yours to command now, young historian. Take it. You have earned it. So what other components of the AP US history test are giving you trouble, young warrior? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm scheduled to fight something called a Klingon. Glorious victory will be mine. Until next time.
Hello again. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you are a teacher, resources for this topic and so many others can be available on my Teachers Pay Teacher store, Sci-Fi High School. And if you like this video, take a look at the channel. In addition to AP US history stuff, we got stuff on psychology, creative writing, Hawaiian history, and a lot more in the future. So with that said, live long and prosper, e malama pono, and see you next time.